Yo, what's up everyone, Akarni coming to a new video. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually been on the YouTube myself about the stream highlights, so I hope you all have been well. I've been absent because I've been sick, but we're here now to discuss something that a lot of people have actually requested for me to make a video on, which is kind of weird to me because this has been a video that's been made several times by other people. Y'all could have just watched another YouTube channel for this, y'all aware of that, right? Anyway, let's do it regardless because I have some new info on the Infinite anyway that I would like to show you guys today. So for anybody who doesn't know, Giovanna has an Infinite on 3 characters in this game, which is Gold Lewis, Faust, and Potemkin. And essentially what it boils down to is a couple of moves put together in order to get a Wallslump here. You can do like this, and then you would be safe with a delayed IED, where you could then continue the pressure until they run out of meter, and then you can continue doing this. You can get a high-low mix-up from this. All of that, right? Like, the entire sequence right here you just saw is one fat sequence that you can get. What most people didn't know is that you could get a wall slump off of it. So essentially, after doing the Infinite right here, you would be able to wall slump your opponent completely. Bear in mind, this only works on heavyweights, but I did find a way to get a wall slump on every character, which I'll be making a separate video on, so stay tuned for that. I'll make it a community post and a bunch of other things as well, so you'll be informed on that. But let's go over the very basic thing. What exactly is the Infinite, and how do I get it? What are like the most common ways to get the Infinite? And you can essentially do this anywhere on the screen. Here, here, and here, it doesn't matter. The only requirement is that it has to be either Gold Lewis, Faust, or Potemkin. It doesn't work on anybody else. I have tried on Nagoriyuki a lot of times. Sometimes it worked, sometimes the JS didn't hit. It is very weird. So on these 3 characters, it is the most consistent, and you can basically corner to corner somebody with this. Right? So essentially what you would start out with doing is pressing 5k and then immediately using the jump cancel of 5k in order to use JS. So you would do 1, 2, that's your first one, right? And then you put HS into that, and then after that JD. And once you have that rhythm, you just continue doing it over and over and over again. So you do that, and then you dash 5k, do the combo again, dash 5k, do the combo again. Alright, and you will just loop this all the way onto the very end. Just like that. That's the whole sequence of it. It is just hard to execute and you need to get the timing right, so you can just look at this and see exactly how I do it, and if you're failing, it most likely means you're being a bit too fast, because right here at the very end of this, you will either drop like this, which means you're too slow, or you're too fast if you have too much time here. Like if you have no time to dash anymore before they get into hit stun, essentially. So this is how you do it, and you can just practice it like that. I will put it into the combo maker, so you'll be more than welcome to just go there. I will drop the code like up here, so you can just type that in and you will find it. But it's more important to go over when exactly is this useful, like in what situations can you actually use it. And I will get into right of that. So one of the things that is very common for Gold Lewis players is to either use Behemoth Typhoon or 6P, which are the most common situations for you against this character in particular to get a Infinite. So let me just go ahead and simulate a round start. I'm call enabled, and then after position reset, you want him to use 6P. And then we can be able to use the Infinite just like so. Right, that's already a round start right there, even though I failed at the very end. But you get the point of this. So essentially what you're doing is you're walking back or backdashing in order to avoid the Behemoth Typhoon. And at the same time, you're also avoiding the 6P. So what it boils down to is you being able to use the Infinite from it, and that's like the most common round start against Gold Lewis in order to use it. So you do this, and then you start off, because right here you don't need like the full, dash even against this character in particular. All you need is just the initial startup of a move that he has, and you will be good to go. And then right here you can take it, right, and then you can high-low him, and just continue like so. right? And for Faust, the most common situation is his command grab, so backdashing is command grab, and the same with Potemkin. Potemkin actually works with Mega Fist at round start, and you just gotta walk like one step forward and you can block Mega Fist at round start and then get the infinite. And Pop Buster works as well, so you can just backdash that. So there are some options for every of the 3 characters in common scenarios where the infinite will be useful. But the one thing I do have to mention is 5k is not the only button where you'll be able to launch them with. You can also use CS or a bunch of counter hits. There's also versions with meter, like for example right here, you could use this right here, like 5H, in order to get the infinite going. Right, so you do 5H at round start, delayed 5H after the 6B. Right, and if you had bar from like a reset, like a wall break reset, you could use it. And there are a bunch of other options which you can use it for, like you can do CS, you can start out with CS in order to do it, and then you switch to 5k. You always have to switch to 5k, that's essentially what you need to do. So you can start out with this, and then afterwards continue it like that, right? The only other versions that I've found that are actively consistent is to use counter hit aerials. So if you use counter hit aerials like this, you have enough hits then to start the infinite from it. Same with JH, and same with JD. So JD, you gotta hit the first hit of it in order to go fully through with the infinite, not the second hit. It has to be the first one. And with JS and JH, you just gotta hit them while they're on the ground. So you can just continue in there. But yeah, so now let's go over the Wallslump and actually show you guys how you can do that, because I think a lot of you already knew this. So the Wallslump is like the hot and new information, alright? So let me put my opponent over here and just do the infinite on him. So what you need to do here is after they're at the wall, you would backdash, immediately press 2K, and then slightly delay the jump and IAD JH. And if you do it right, this is how it's supposed to look like. As you can see right here, you're avoiding the super. And then you can continue pressuring them in the corner here. And after the reversal super, you're able to continue with the infinite. So let me just do this the regular way. Right? Just have him do this. And then as you can see right here, I'm able to continue. You can wall break him here again. Do it again. And then super, and all of a sudden, this highly tanky character is fucking dead. From one interaction. Isn't that beautiful? So these are the ways where you can set it up. There's also another version where you can use double P, but this one only works if you corner them with it. So if you do it during the corner as a wall break, because JD has different properties in 5H. So if you would go ahead and land this like I am supposed to, double P, then jump is a very good way to time it during these combos. But when you get the 5H, which is the common one, so that like the round start one, right, where you do the combo here, then you end up doing 5H, then you do 2K, sorry, yeah, that is 2K, yeah, my bad. If you do 2K, then you'll be able to do that again. And that's basically it, that's the Wallslump. There's also one for all characters, which I'll go for in another video, but for now, this is the tutorial on how to do Giovanna's Infinite, as well as also the Wallslump. Get creative with this, there are a bunch of ways where you can mix your opponent during the Wallslump, so you're more than welcome to do that, especially if they don't have meter, you have a lot more options there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.